Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Talladega Super Speedway. We are here with the Pricks of Pavement. We're going to have a little fun. It is the Nichols iRacing Photos 80-lapper here from this beautiful track here in Talladega. Time's about to throw down here. Alabama, get away, get away. Alabama, get away, get away. See what these guys got as they will make their way around the track here. Like I said, 80 laps of action. Gonna fire off here tonight. It's gonna be a fun one. These guys are underway with qualifying. Let's see what they got. Let's see what happens here. We got Rich Thompson. He's ready. Nathan's ready. Team Mud Mules. Everyone's favorite Aussie. We got Matt Trace on board. What's going on, buddy? We'll be right back with the action here with the Pricks of Pavement. I can tell you I am far from a DJ. That is not me, as much as I wish I was. We got Sonic the Hedgehog hitting the track in the karts this morning. He got a first place. Congrats to Austin Taylor out there. Little A getting it done. Let's see who he passes his luck to here tonight in this virtual event here from Talladega. It's going to be a fun one. No doubt about it. Look at this guy. Third on the board here. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-O. Look at the 57 out there getting it done. Looking sharp. Here in that Dano paints. What a qualification there for the 57. These guys are going to get going now as they will line up, get their cars to the grid. Let's take a look at the starting grid here. Jonathan Hallett and Chris Downing sitting in row 1. Back in row 2, we got Daniel Stevens and Kyle McCoy. In row 3, Kevin Kaufman, Donnie Gibson, Tyler Gentry, and Dylan Blankenship sit in row 4. In row 5, Tegan Daniel and Chris Whitaker. Row 6 is Ryan Stillwell and Ross Tatum. Looks like Jesse Johnsrud, Brent Allen in row 7. Back in row 8, Christopher Wade and Michael Cruz. Row 9, Travis Butt, Bob Kleeman. In row 10, Matthew Baker, Taylor Gentry. Taking it back to row 11, Jared Mogart and John Etheridge. Grant Parr and Bryce Nichols back in row 12. Row 13, Jace Johnsrud, Austin Anderson. Sitting in row 14, Chris Keeby and Carl Young. In row 15, Jonathan Woods and Anthony Caudill. Row 16 is Randy Cornwell, the general, sitting next to KT McCann. We got Jay Weezy and Ryan Williams sitting back in row 17. That right there is the roundup there. 104 degrees on the track. It's a scorching day here today. A scorcher. Let's see what these guys have here. As they get ready to take the field. We try to fly the new BWSports1.com drone. I'm trying not to damage one of these beautiful Cup Series cars here, but we got the new drone on lock here at the track. We made it. These guys are making their way around. Will Bustler cheering on the Misfits. What's going on, Mr. Bustler? How you doing today? Let me know where you guys are watching from here today. Where are you tuning in? I want to know. Trying to get to the back of that pace car here. There he is. I'm ready. I hope you guys are as well. Jennifer's tuning in from Houston, Texas. Scott from Kentucky. And Macho from his new couch. Gotta love that new couch there. New Couch USA, baby. The pace car ready to make its way down pit lane. We're about to have some fun here tonight from Talladega. The Nichols iRacing Photos 80 lapper about to start right now. Here we go. Green flag is out. These guys are taking the command. They got their foot on that pedal. And they are going here at Talladega. Let's see how clean they get into one here. Look at him go through the first set of turns. Good little run there. That bottom line definitely going to be favored here today. You see the third place Stevens falling back just a hair as he has to make his way down to that low side. They really get it going now. Coming around to make this first lap complete. Out in the front, Jonathan Howlett doing a great job in that Flintstone Flyer. Kyle McCoy right behind him in second. We got Chris Downing in third, Daniel Stevens rounding in fourth, and Donnie Gibson in that fifth place. Taking out the top five here. What a first lap. As the low side has been the favorable side here, the preferred side throughout the weekend racing in these Cup Series cars. You're seeing a group of these guys as well starting to fall a little bit back. You want to be in that situation. Those guys are hoping they're not in the mix. Not early, at least. Later on in the run, they'll hope that a yellow flag will bring them back into that draft, into the group. But right now, you try to fall back and hope that you don't get taken out by the, air quotes, big one as we come across the line. Lap 2 is complete. The Flintstone Flyer still out in the front. Kyle McCoy sitting in P2. Chris Downing in third. We got the 57 of Dan Stevens fighting with Donnie Gibson, who swore on TV there on his stream that he was either going to wreck Downing or finish in front of him last week. Well, he wrecked him. We'll see how this works out as the 25 has to pull up just a hair there. AC is going to be running some UMPs. AC in the UMP. Dan pulling up into that top 3 position here. Let's go a little farther back into the mix where these guys are running a couple wide still. You got Ross Tatum up to the top side. You also have the 12 machine of Dylan Blankenship trying to make that work. How long will they sit up there, though, as they are just dropping back right now? Like I said, that low side being very favorable throughout the week, and I expect it to be the exact same throughout tonight's race, as that's what we saw here. It's pretty tough to pass up on that top side. The update to the aero package, I think they put a little more fender spoiler into this thing. Got a little more spoiler into the back end, and if you ask Dale Jr. what's wrong in NASCAR racing at super speedways, that's what he tells you every time. You just need to take that spoiler off. Maybe take it a little down. Take it a little lower. It just sticks up in the air. That's a bad boy right there on the back side. No idea, AC. You'd have to check out the iRacing monstersofdirt.com. And if you guys are looking to get into this action, that's where you go as well. I know it sounds a little weird, Monsters of Dirt here on the pavement. Well, that's who made it all happen here. That's who made the Pricks of Pavement possible. There's a lot of P's right there. That's the Monsters of Dirt, AC, John making it happen. Huge shout out to those guys. And again, Nichols iRacing Photos. The 022 giving a little peekaboo there to the 21 of Ross Tatum. See how that 022 holds off. It looks like having a little issues through here. He's going to look to the low side of the 32 now, Brent Allen. And in the middle of the turn, they blink out. You just don't know where they're going to go. Who's everybody cheering for tonight? Let me know in that comment section below. If you guys want to see a certain driver around the track, hey, that's what I'm here for. Let me know who you're watching and who you want to see. We'll show them. I'll show love to everybody. It's not NBC. It's not Fox. We're not just watching the top here. Speaking of the top, though, let's take a look. Jonathan Hallett in that Flintstone Flyer. He's just paving it down to that yellow line. He doesn't want to go up past that because you allow yourself to get that nose from the person behind you just a little in there, and that's all it takes. There's one small move up to that top side. We're seeing it now as we got a battle. Does Jonathan Hallett? Nope. I thought he was going to get a run there on the inside from Kyle McCoy, but Kyle McCoy still sitting behind the Flintstone Flyer, the number 1 machine. Let's take a look. Back at Taylor. He's sitting in 15th right now, working side by side with that 32 machine that Scott knows very well. Don't you, Scott? Yeah. He runs in a couple leagues on my team before. Good guy there. Absolutely. We're watching Taylor run side by side with the 32. Thanks, Scott. You're very accessible, Scott. I really appreciate that. That's what I'm here for, Tommy. Check me out on YouTube. Scott_Shro74. There you go. No, Rennie, I got you. You want to see the bus? We're going to see the bus here. Let's see where he's at. He's sitting in 21st right now. There he is. He's holding back. He wants to stay calm, stay collected here. The 24 holding back with Chummy in that 04 right now. The real McCoy. The real deal. Here, the number 7, Kyle McCoy. Michael McCoy cheering him on. Michael, thanks for tuning in here today. We're about to have these first 10 laps complete. Fuel run going to run roughly about anywhere from 15 to 20 laps is that window. We'll see these guys able to stretch it out to that number 1 machine. He's going to have to come in probably a lap earlier than some of these guys sitting in that draft, obviously. Those guys able to get a little more fuel conservation, a little more fuel mileage back behind in the draft. Lap 10 of 80 now. And that number 1 of Jonathan Hallett, he has been on fire in the front. Let's watch from the backside as they get there. Lap times here, 49.122 is the top time here around Talladega right now. That's the number 1 car. Let's see if anybody back behind him through that draft might have anything. We got a 49.092, a 49.065 by Michael Cruz, sitting in 10th. 48 back there with Taylor Gentry, 48.634, 48.623, 48.497 back here with Bob Kleeman. So we're seeing some of these guys in that draft really being able to pull some of these top times. But it's that arrow, I'm telling you. We'll watch the backside of that number 1 machine. And as you watch these guys, you'll see that they just can't get closer than this. It is so hard to push up. It's so hard to make a run on the top side here with this package. You'll see the 7 of McCoy. He'll get a little close to this backside, but just not able to make a run. So we do have a train coming to the top side. Shoot! Let's see what they got. Chris Downing running that custom junk, mainly money pits. Hey, guys, Rich Thompson, I want to get with you. I saw what you guys are doing for the dogs. I want to be part of that. I want to donate something here. Let's get together, get Checkers and Records, BW Sports 1, involved on that day. I think that is so cool when guys give to good charities like that. especially when it comes to pets. That's something that pretty close to me. I've always had a dog. I've always liked animals. And that's just they don't have a voice, so we got to voice it for them. I think that's really cool what you guys are doing. So, Rich, I want to get with you, honestly, on something there. As these guys cross the line, lap 12 of 80 complete. David Taylor is cheering on Grant Parr in that 48. Let's do a Grant Parr checkup. He's sitting back in 23rd right now. He's got his teammate Austin Anderson right there. These guys got a strategy. They're planning something. We'll see how it works out for that 48 machine here. Jonathan Howlett still sitting out in the front. Tegan Daigneault is able to, let's look back here. Let's see where he started here. He's sitting in 5th through the field shows. He started in 9th, so able to make some runs up here through the field, especially starting on that top side. If you get that run up on that top side, you got to get down quick. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible and that it can't happen. But, man, it's tough. You can see what we thought was a train coming on the top side really has not moved any farther up the field here. So we thought that 12, any other time back in before the update, that top side, they'd have been coming quick. We recall the race back with Thomas Gould when he got the nickname, the Gould train, as he linked up some cars and took them all to the front here up on that top side. Just not going to happen here today. That's what I like to see, Matt. That is awesome right there. It's things like that, guys, that keep the world going. We see so much negativity and such like that throughout the TV that we're constantly glued to, whether it be social media. You know, it's a good, it's a bad thing. We get to enjoy things like this, but also we get just struck with a bunch of things on the bad side. So it's awesome to see Matt Sanborn, Rich Thompson, those guys over there, the Mainly Money Pits, Custom Junk. Those guys doing some good, not only giving to the iRacing community, helping out some of the drivers and leagues, but really just giving to the community overall. It's stories like that we need to fill our heads with. As I'll tell you, this is good news here. We're hitting lap 17 of 80. It's all under green, baby. We've been mean. We've been green all day long. The 57 still sitting in the top 5. Be careful. Don't go below that yellow line and call me a liar here. Don't make me a liar there, 57. They're going to peek out. They're going to make a run. Uh-oh. Can they get it done up to the top side? Downing going to try to get a little help from his friends. He gets by with a little help from his friends. He goes high with a little help from his friends. That's why they went with his friends. They're going to stick out one extra lap here. Try to keep the 3 of them going. I think these 3 are going to make their way in now. You just hope no incidents happen on the end lap here. guys all do make their way down the pits. 57's coming hot. 57's coming hot. No! No! Oh, no! That is not what we wanted to see. A big old whoopsie from the 57. He was having too good of a race. He had to throw it in the door and go ahead, shut it. You just made my day saying the Wonder Years, because I didn't think anybody in the world watched that show but me that I know. It seems like anytime I ask anybody, you know the Wonder Years, they look at me like I'm crazy. My favorite response, and I completely understand. Oh, he didn't just hit him, he careened him. But yeah, the Wonder Years. I always liked when they asked him how his day was. The response? Do you remember? I'll quiz you here. It's a little Wonder Years quiz. Anybody remember what Kevin's dad would say in the Wonder Years? He'd say, how's your day? Woo! Baby. We don't need a reply of that, Scott. I don't know what a reply you want. Tegan Daniel makes it out in front, but these guys are going to scoot to that low side and go on by him as he is. They have the power of that draft there. He ain't drunk, he's just drinking. He wants a replay. No, I can't give it to you. I cannot grant that, sir. I cannot grant that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that. I'm sure he can't either. I told you to stay high. Isn't that right, Scott? The 31 of Daniel latched on the backside now. The leader, Kyle McCoy, doing a fantastic job in the front of this dance. Take it back to Ross Tatum, as he's got the 22 of Kevin Kaufman leading out the way here. I should say the 37 is what you see. Leading out the way. He's got another good run here. Dad on the Wonder Years, by the way, always said, how's your day? A day is a day. I get that now. I get it. A day's a day. That's what Downing's saying right now. How's your day, Downing? Well, a day's a day. Kyle McCoy, he's doing a happy dance that two of that top three in that run are out now, because honestly, if Downing and Stevens would have got out there, had Downing not taken Dan Stevens out, then these two could have been up there with Tegan. They could have made a run to pull away from that pack, but with Downing taking out, no, I'm just completely joking. That was Stevens taking out Downing. Just coming in a little too hot. And those guys were working together. That's the sad thing, is I can only imagine what that chat sounded like. What were you thinking? I wasn't. I'm sorry. Wheezy now trying to keep it out in that lead lap as these guys closing the gap, making their way up to some lap traffic now. Doing a phenomenal job holding on today. We had that incident in the entry of the pits, but nothing as far as a yellow flag right now. And these guys are going to use that aero package to their advantage in the front. They ain't going to go high. I don't blame them necessarily. Coming around here, it'll be lap 25 of 80. Nothing on this one. No fast repairs, no push to passes. Just the draft and horsepower. You guys really putting on a show here today. Sweet T's trying to make that top side work. Trying to draft off that lap traffic, maybe put himself down below. Now he's got to say, I got to get down because this ain't going to be pretty. We got it lined out right now. Let's look back through the field. It's Travis Button, that 24 machine, trying to close in on Dylan Blankenship in the 12. Guys, check out Nichols iRacing photos. Not only are they putting on the show here tonight, they're putting on the super lates coming in Wednesday. And big shout out to Nichols iRacing photos for helping out here today. Howlett was doing phenomenal. He came out of the pits, though, in traffic, so it's going to be an interesting one. And these guys will have to pit, let's see, 5 times throughout the day? 4 maybe? We'll see if they can push it to that. Is Tegan going to go to that top side again, try to get a run? Nothing. It's just like a parachute when you go up to that top side. You got nobody with you. It's poof! It's like you're at the end of the quarter mile. You're hitting that parachute to come out and shut you down. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Sunday. Again, the 31 Adeno trying to make it up to that top side. Let's see what he's got there. Jonathan Howlett takes a ride up there with him, seeing if he can't pull something along. Jared Mogert in the 421. He's down to the low side of that 31 machine. These guys going to try to do a little bit of side drafting. What that side draft is going to do, you see Tegan trying to get it done there on that 421. Is you almost just push a bunch of air back into that rear fender, that rear wheel well of the car to the side of you, causing a little parachute effect of its own to that car, and that air will push it back, creating that force, obviously, or that side draft. Just about 30 laps through. It's checkers or wreckers, James. It's Checkers and Wreckers. That's what we're on, Checkers and Wreckers TV, and you say Wreckers and Checkers. Come on now. Come on now, James. No, I'm joking. I appreciate you tuning in to the YouTube channel. That's right, we have a YouTube channel as well. Check out BW Sports 1 over on YouTube, as I do believe the quality on the YouTube is a little higher than Facebook there. So just on, what Facebook allows compared to YouTube, I think you can step up your game a little by flipping over to the YouTube channel, subscribing to that, and making sure you get all the updates to everything we got going on. As I said today on the show, Checkers and Wreckers, we're going to be doing a little more traveling this summer, hopefully. Trying to get to some different events, give you some videos there. So not taken away from the podcasting, but just going to try to give you guys a little more here to tune into, to bite your teeth into. James Thomas, I'll tell you what. If you reply, are you on iRacing? If so, for watching over there on our YouTube channel, you get a free month of iRacing here on Checkers and Wreckers. Commenting on that YouTube channel, I appreciate it as we try to grow our community over on YouTube. You just let me know there, James. If so, you got a month coming your way here from BW Sports 1. Down and sticking to that top side. We'll let these guys go on by. He's back out on the track. He got his fixes. Going to try to link up with these guys, I'm sure. All right, James, I'll get with you here after. We'll get you 1 month on BW Sports 1 and Checkers and Wreckers. Thank you so much for tuning in. And just like that, if I'm feeling giving, just like that, somebody got a free month just for being on the YouTube channel, guys. You never know when I'm going to give away something here. James Thomas getting a month iRacing here. Thank you, James. Greatly appreciate you commenting, liking, subscribing, everything over there on YouTube. Thank you so much again. These guys coming around to lap 34 of 80. Again, that pit window is anywhere from about that 15 to 20. I think we saw these guys come in. It was lap 16, maybe 17. And then lap 18 is when we saw that incident with Downing and Day in there. They get in a line out here, and those guys that were out in the front with lap traffic, they are still sitting there. They are not going to give up that lap just yet. Here's some cars going to come in to make the pits, and at this point, too, if you're good with strategy, then you really start thinking early, hey, it's been a pretty green flag run. You probably will have one caution maybe. But right now, as of right now, we have been a very long run here under green. So a long strategy may play off in your favor. It might not get you where you want to be here early, but as this day stretches on, could put you where you need to be at the end of it. We see a load of them coming down pit lane. Well, somebody's going to get into it. They all made it through there. They all made it through there. What an entrance! And loads more people. Here we go. The 24, Travis Butt, finds himself in the lead. He's going to get a bonus point for leading that lap, I believe. And now I'm sure he is going to make his way down, as he has been out for 18 laps now as well. So a second run of pit stops. We'll see where these guys round it out. The general closing the gap here, trying to use these guys. Somehow the 24, Travis Butt, has more juice in the tank. He's going to take it around for 19 laps now. What could possible go wrong is what Scott says. Well, possible anything. And now Travis Butt, Ryan Stillwell make their way in. The 35 sails it in there hot. Did he woe it down in time? It's going to be a tough one. We'll see how he rounds out here. Is now the Flintstone Flyer. He's sitting in 8th place, closing in. Where's he sitting behind? He's about a second behind that field here with Kyle McCoy, Donnie Gibson, Jared Mogart, Tegan Daniel, and Brent Allen. And this is going to be the cream of the crop here. 38 laps into it, out of 80, just about to that halfway. We all might make bets. You're right. Me included. Yeah, that's a good point. Appreciate everybody for tuning in here today. Again, hopefully everybody had a fantastic Sunday. We got to watch a little bit of IndyCar action. We had some NASCAR action. Maybe you went local if you're around here. I know there's a lot of people out at Newcastle. Like I said, Austin got that first place. Congrats, Austin Taylor Racing. If you guys haven't checked out a little guy that can run a go-kart to its full power right there. Check it out, Austin Taylor Racing over on Facebook. These guys are moving now as that 7 machine. He's pumping it out here. These laps just coming on for him. You just stick it down to that low side. Get it going. Let's see, Jonathan Howard. He's closed that gap a little bit. He's using that 95 machine of KT McCann to close it up between himself and the back of this pack here. You can kind of see him back there. There's Travis Butt. He gets down to the low side in front of Kaufman just in time. And I mean just in time there. And this next time by, it will be halfway. It'll be lap 41 of 80. Got a vehicle either exiting or entering. They're very slow, not sure which one it was. The 23 of Austin Anderson has to pull out there to that top side, maybe get a little air to the front end. Cornwell trying to use that 46 machine. Not sure how well that 46 is helping right now. I'm pretty sure he's a little banged up. It looks like he's only one lap down. We'll see if he's able to make something work. Not sure if that's correct. Meanwhile, up in the front, Donnie Gibson in the 25 machine takes over. You got the 421 of Jared Mogard in second. Third place, Kyle McCoy taking Daniel in fourth. And Brent Allen rounding out the top five. Right behind him is Jay Weezy. Not for position, though. Next one for position is Jonathan Hallida. About 4 seconds back off the field. Guys taking to the top side here. Getting around some lap traffic. Getting it done quick. He tried to stick to that low side. Just didn't have the speed with these guys coming back with that power of the draft again. The 13. That is a gutsy move by Bob Kleeman to stick it down low. There he goes. He's going to give the top side. Those guys were just running them over there as they come up so much quicker in a group here. Jonathan Howlett with no help back there, falling back from this pack in the front. He's going to have to hope for a little bit of help to get up back to these guys. Looks like Brent Allen is pushed back behind the lap traffic. He's going to try to make his way around there. Get back up to that 31 of taking Daniel. That's the next one for position there with Brent. Gentry and Austin, they're talking back here. See if it builds. Lap traffic of the 5 going to give way. Brent Allen looking to the top side, trying to make his way around the lap traffic of Wheezy. What a good run these guys have put into today's event. Steve Lovingood says we need a caution. Who you cheering for, Steve? I'm sure we'll get one late into this run. I can't imagine these guys going to keep it lined out for too long. But, Steve, I'm telling you, this aero package, it's tough to make anything happen. That outside just doesn't work. I don't know if you've ran it at all. It's tough. Watching the 21 machine of Ross Tatum now. A sight we don't usually see. Ross Tatum goes down a lap. And the lap traffic really not sure why they want to stick to that low side. He's cheering on Hallett. Here he is. He's trying to use this pack here, the 95 and KT. Who's the 91 here? Who we got in that 91? Carl Young back there as well. The 3 are trying to make it up, but they got a pack of 5, 6, 7 of these guys up here in the front, just really taken away from them. About 3/4 of a straightaway distance separates, what, 4th and 5th? Sorry, 5th and 6th. We can take a look at the Butt Kicker Gamer 2 Battle Tracker. Both these guys out on 15 lap stints right now. Previous lap for a Hallett, 49.625. Actually a little quicker than Brent Allen's 49.757. We'll see if he can pull it off here. Dylan Blankenship in the 12 calls out his pit now. '83 and the 99 going to make their way in as well. And this is where you see the incidents possibly happen. Coming into the pits, going out of the pits. You never know. Hallett going to go into the pits now this time, and the rest of the field does as well. And they make it in there clean again, very close to each other. Oh, no! Look at that again. The 22 takes out Kyle McCoy in the 7. Oh, what a rough break for Kyle. Not what you wanted to see. He's going to have to... Oh, goodness. He can't get it in. Oh, no. Not what you wanted to see from the 7. He's going to finally gets it in. Oh, what a tough break there. That is not what we needed, not what we wanted to see, I should say. Coming around, it's going to be lap 54 of 80. What do you mean what's happening right now? That will definitely do it for his competition. No doubt about that. Shane Calhoun says he had some of his luck. Kyle, I'm still trying to figure out what you were asking when you said what's happening right now. I think it's kind of self-explanatory. There's a race going on at Talladega Super Speedway, currently lap 55 of 80. And it is the Nichols iRacing Photos 80 lapper here with the Pricks of Pavement. Any other questions I can answer, Mr. NSRL? Well, Kyle, that looked like Jimmy Johnson trying to turn it around today in the IndyCar. Unfortunately for Kyle, he was spun around there by the 022 machine of Michael Cruz as he was exiting the pits. You never know with Kyle. I gotta really spell it out there for Kyle, Rich. Somebody says you're gonna feel a push, Bryce. Tegan going to try to make a run on that top side. Now Tegan side by side with the leader. Can he make a run up on the top side for the lead? At the line, it was very close. You get around him, you get right down low. Tegan going to try to get close to that side. Make something happen. Chummy pulling up to pull Tegan along here. Can Daniel get down? Chummy trying to pull him along here. Doing everything he can to get to that top side, not lose that leader out in front there, Jared Mogard. A good move by the 04 trying to help the 31, but again, just showing you how tough that topside is. And we got our first caution of the day. First caution of the day. The 13. He spun his car right round, right round. Unfortunately, though, it looks like first incident came, or the accident actually coming from contact here with the Flintstone Flyer, Jonathan Hallett, and the 91 machine. Spun Hallett around, and a big old whoopsie. Take a look from Carl Young here. Hey, at the end of the day, James, you walk away with a month of iRacing on the house here. You can't be too upset. Your boy's wrecked, but hey, you're in it. You're in it for a month at least. Let's watch these guys enter into the turn here. You see the 91. He had that run on that Flintstone Flyer. You finally catch up. You get there, get to his backside in the turn, and around he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows. There he is. He keeps going. What's going on, Vincent? Kyle, what happened there was somebody spun out going into the pits there in front of him and got his front end there. Whoopsie. Double up. Whoopsie. We'll be back to green this time. Bye. Here we go. These guys ready to take the green flag. We're going to be back to racing here. Brent Allen, Tegan Daniel going to take the green flag. Green flag in the air. We are back to the action. Brent Allen, Tegan Daniel, Ross Tatum, Grant Parr. Looks like Chris Whitaker and Austin Anderson round out those first 3 rows. Look at the 32 down to that low side, sticking to that line. Trying to make it happen. Tegan riding that top, trying to get around. Can he make it work up there? You're going to have to push it. Push it. Push it real good. See if he can get down there. Brent is getting below that yellow line, and that is going to hurt momentum. Not able to hold a solid line down to that low side right now. And that is going to allow that 31 at Tegan Daniel to get down in front of him. He puts it down, and Tegan out into the front now. A bold move going to pay off. They're taking it to the house, Peter. Taking it to the house. It is up on the top right. There's an X. You can hit that. You can turn it off, or really, I don't know your PC. You can figure that one out, bud. They're going around, getting it done. Top right, big old X. You just close it on out. You go to bed. It's fantastic. The 31 of Daniel. Uh-oh! He's got a spin behind him. We got another caution here. Take a look back as the 5 machine. Matthew Baker, let's watch this one. '83 into the backside of the 5 and around. Ooh, they go. What a stop by a couple of those guys there. I think Peter found the X, thankfully. We're good to go. Tegan Daniel still out in the front. We got Brent Allen in second. Ross Tatum third. Chris Whitaker in fourth. Donnie Gibson sitting in 5th. We're under caution here. It's lap 64 of 80. Nichols iRacing photos. We're having some fun. As we watch Tegan Daniel in the 31, Ross Tatum moves out to the behind the pace car. Does not elect to make a pit stop here to top off for the rest of this. As Tegan Daniel should be good to go to the end now. We'll see how it turns out for these guys. They're stacking them up. They're going to be back to the action this time by... Here we go. Ross Tatum going to lead us to the green flag now. He's got Anthony Caudle next to him. John Etheridge, Dylan Blankenship, Bryce Nichols rounding out the top 5. It's going to be close for these guys. I think some of these guys in the front hoping for another yellow flag to save a little more fuel. Pace car's off. These guys getting the command. Green flag flies. We are back to racing. Tatum getting a good jump on the low side. 99 of Anthony Caudle. Up top, not getting a jump he wanted, but he's able to get it down into second behind the 21 of Tatum. Tatum running away here. That draft will pull these guys back on in. Down on that low side. You see Tegan trying to make that top side work. He's got the general Randy Cornwell up there as well. Pushing across the line. It's going to be lap 68 of 80. Talladega Super Speedway has been one for the books tonight. A solid race. That aero package really leaving a little to be desired as far as topside line. But we'll see come at the end of this who put themselves in the right position. Tatum at one point was in fear of going a lap down. He is now the leader. How the tides have turned here at Talladega. What a run these guys have put together here. Going 3 wide. They cycle it back out, for now at least. You can see this pack, they're racing hard now. Those guys behind them, they're losing their time. It's hard to hope for another caution here late in this run. Daniel pushing up in front of Gentry here. Ross Tatum clicking off another lap here. Can he hold on to this one for the remainder of the race? Watching a good portion of this front pack. You see Grant Parr leading that run up on the top side. Can they make something happen up there? These guys have ran very well with each other here today. And again, that top side just falling off for now. The 022 now down to the low side. That's Michael Cruz. Having a hard time holding the line down there. He's doing a little blink dance as well. Grant Parr able to make it work up on that top side with the help of the 53 of Wade. Wade now looking to get down low, put something on 48 of Parr. But Parr makes it down quick enough. He is in first place. We got a new leader here. The 48 of Grant Parr up in front. The 53 of Christopher Wade sitting in P2 now. Ross Tatum on the low side still in that third place. He didn't think it could be done up there. Uh-oh. Let's go back to Kaufman. He's getting a little loose back there as they take it 3 wide around him. The 32 of Allen up to the top side of Randy Cornwell and Daño. Anderson puts it down low. Mogar gets it down there as well in front of that 22. They'll hit the line. It'll be 7 laps to go. These guys giving us the show and then some here today. These guys running side by side. Grant Parr in the lead right now. Take a look up in that front spot real quick and watch the battle between Wade and Parr as they stay within that distance that we've seen pretty much all day long between these. Go back to that 2 wide dance here. The 7 stuck in the middle with you. See what he does here. Gentry going to work around the blinker, Michael Cruz. He's got a bad case of something in the eye. Anderson going to go out to that top side, see if he can't get a little help from the 31 of Tegan Daigneault. Old Sweet T going to try to push the 23A ahead here. The worst thing about that, Rich, is it was his buddy that did it. I don't know if they're buddies anymore. At 32 of Brent Allen strung up to the top side. Can he hold it there? Having a hard time keeping it straight right now. There it is, the 22 gets into the 12. He keeps it steady, though. Whew, that was a close one. Anderson trying to help out his arch rival, Ross Tatum, now. Do we have a night here to remember? Oh! Austin Anderson checking the field up behind him. Still no caution. And keep it going! And keep it going! Oh my goodness! Mayhem ensues. We got 2 to go. They stay green. They stay green. Anderson just leaves Tatum. He says, see ya, bud. You ain't fast enough for me. I'm going to drop you down. You can follow me if you want. But we thought Anderson was going to push Tatum to the win. Maybe up to the front. Instead, now Anderson leaves him to dry. They're waving that white flag in the air. Butt Kicker Gamer 2, final lap. Immerse yourself in the game. Feel what you've been missing. These guys are putting it on here. Grant Parr in the lead. Can the 53 of Christopher Wade make something happen? Go, go, Chubzilla. He's in third. Can he put it on the podium? What a run to the finish this is going to be. Coming around to the last set of turns. Wade gets stuck in that arrow there. Not sure he's going to have it here coming around. The good thing he does have is they got that long run here to the line. Chubbs looks to the top side. Wade goes back down low. Chubbs side by side. Chubbs with the second place finish behind the 48 there of Grant Parr. What a win by Grant Parr. Chubbs with a great run. And then the 53 banging it out there, Christopher Wade in P3. Let's take a look at the podium finishers here today, brought to you by Elite Performance. Check them out over there, eliteperformance.com. Let's take a look. Let's talk to the top 3 here today. My, oh my, what a run. 53 now wishes he would have taken to that top side, I'm sure. We're going to ask him. We're going to see what he has got to say. He said, my, oh my, what a run. The 53 of Christopher Wade. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you wish you would have went up to the top now?
Man, the package is terrible here. I'm telling you, I didn't even expect to go from 16th all the way up there to the front in just a couple of laps. It was tough figuring it out. I got low enough and got that side draft, but I wasn't really expecting it because I don't know what they done with that package, but it ain't no good, I tell you that.
No, I completely agree with you. I ran the NIS this week, man, and it was just a very one-lane track. It's really hard. I think they tried to kind of give a little more to the side draft here, but guys are just so worried about netcode. I think that they don't want to mess with the side draft, and I get it. I'm in the same boat. Do you feel that? I mean, did you feel some of that side draft when you got up to that top side?
Yeah, I felt a little bit of it. It ain't like it used to be though. So
it's definitely a different package, that's for sure, as it was a pretty one-sided event here, one-lane event, I should say. So strategy having to come into play, too. How early were you starting to think, like, man, number one, we've had a long green flag stint, and number two, we've kind of got to switch up strategy. We can't just follow the leader at this point. Am I correct?
That's about all you could do is follow the leader, single file. You wanted to be single file to catch the group in front of you. That's pretty much what we tried to do. I thought I was going to catch my teammates in one in the middle of the runs because we got a huge group, and we just and then I don't know what happened to the group, but it kind of died off, and I just couldn't catch 3 cars in front of me, and we had like maybe 5 people in our group.
A fantastic run by the 53, putting it in, like you said, coming up through the last laps there. Very impressive for that run there, Christopher Wade. Who do you want to thank for getting it all done?
My mom and dad, John for putting on the league, Randy for running the series, AC2 Skins for the wrap, and Nichols for the pictures, you guys for broadcasting, and huge shout out to Grant for winning it. Hopefully he thanks me for it because we went to the front.
You sure you want to thank AC2 today?
For being yeah. I don't know if I wanted to be Dale Senior here and win it like that.
Right.
But I don't know if it would have worked out for going to the top like that or not. I was hoping to suck back up the Grant, but it didn't work out for me that way. I didn't want to leave the bottom open. I wasn't sure who was the 4th place person behind me, but
I don't blame you. I had to give you a hard time one last time. One last poke at the bear. Congrats to you, Christopher Wade.
Thank you, man.
We'll move on. We're going to... Oh! They say he's got to go! Go, go, Chubzilla! Ooh! I said, oh! They say he's got to go! Go, go, Chubzilla! What's going on, Anthony Connell?
Not much.
You are terrified right now, aren't you? I am so excited for this. It is unreal. What a run that was. And I asked Wade, did you hope or do you, now looking back, do you wish you would have went to the top? He thanked you and everything for the wrap, and I wanted to make sure he was okay doing that. What a run you made up there. Go through that last turn to get around Wade and get into 2nd place.
I just got a pretty good run there, and I just tried to side draft him a little bit just to get by him.
You did exactly that. You put yourself into position. You put yourself where you needed to be. How much of today's race? I mean, we had some long green flag stints. We got a lot of cars that look just as clean as yours here today. So the aero package, we talk about that. What did you think about this deal? Because it is pretty tough to make a run on that top side like you did to get yourself around Christopher Wade.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. I've got a good enough run. I guess just barely got enough to get by him there at the line.
He did just that here. He's over there like, I don't know what to do with my hands right now. Chubb, what a run you had here today. Congrats to you in a 2nd place finish. You're so close here. You're like Matty D. You're so close. We're waiting for a win. We're going to talk to you here from Victory Lane one of these days as you are getting up there each and every week, closer and closer.
Yep.
Who do you want to thank here for this one?
Just thank everybody at Pricks of Pavement and Randy and John, everybody else, and all their teammates and everything.
You got it done. He's one of the guys behind the scene here. So thank you, sir, for putting this on each and every week for all of us. And AC2 Skins as well, because they made this bad boy look great up here on the podium.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Congrats, sir.
Thank you.
You got it. We'll move on. We'll talk to the winner now, Grandpa. We'll see what the 48 has to say about a fantastic run here today. We'll find him. Grandpa, what a run here. You got a copy, sir. Grandpa, you got a copy, sir.
Yeah, man, I got you.
There he is, the 48. What a run here today. It looked like early yourself and Austin, your teammate, were trying to hold back, maybe stay away from any incidents that would occur. Really, you find yourself kind of battling the rest of the day to get up to the front. Run us through that race, because that was a heck of a battle there for you guys.
Yeah, we started out just laying back, trying to miss all the wrecks, but they all got spread out, and we couldn't catch nobody, so it definitely wasn't your typical Talladega. Just a few cautions there. But on every pit stop, we were able to make good ground and catch the next pack, and kept on doing that. And broke into the top 10, and then got the caution there at the end. And I was debating whether to just ride around and wait for another wreck, but Austin persuaded me to go there, and got to go in there and had a heck of a run, and I just never let out. Next thing I know, we were in the lead.
What did it take to make a pass up on that top side today? I know myself running in the NIS, it's very tough to get that run. It seems like you've got to push really hard, get up to that top side, and know that you're going to have the room to get down. If not, you're going to shuffle to the back. Am I right?
Yeah, it definitely took a lot of help from the cars behind you, and had to side draft a little bit, be patient there, and kept on getting a big push from behind. I was really surprised because it kind of stalled out there, and then next thing you know, we're going back to the front and finish it off and took the lead, and that was all she wrote.
That's all you needed there here today, is you find yourself in the lead on the last lap. And did you see the 99 coming up behind you here quick?
Yeah, I saw him there at the end, but today, man, it's like we had about 10 extra horsepower. I don't know what the deal was. That thing was hooked up. She was digging.
Hey, you'll take it, I'm sure. What a run by the 48 machine. Grandpa to get it done. Congrats to you, sir. Who do you want to thank for making it all happen?
I want to thank all the guys at Checkers and Record for the broadcast. All the guys putting us on in the league. Imperial Motorsports, all my teammates. Wade in the 53 for pushing me there to the lead. I know he wanted to pass me there, but with this new package, it makes that very hard. I thank all the people in the car, Pars Car Wash, Part 3 Automotive, W5 Ranch, Chubb for keeping us looking good, and just everybody for working with me and getting me to the front.
Wade was wondering. He said, I hope he thanks me, because I got him up there. I pushed him. So there you go, Christopher. He gave you that shout out. Congrats to the 48 here today. Grandpa putting yourself in victory lane. What a run.
Hey, man.
That's all we got for you guys here today. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Pricks of Pavement.